Welcome back from final part. This means part 2.
Anyways, let's continue about Campbell's. In 1962, artist Andy Warhol took the familiar look of the Campbell suit and integrated it into a series of pop art silkscreens, a theme he would return to off and on through the 1960s and 1970s.
Whoa!
The first batch in 1962 were a series of 32 canvases.
At first, the cans were accurate representations of actual Campbell's cans, but as this series progressed, they became more surrealistic, with Warhol experimenting with negative reversed color schemes and other varied techniques. Many of these which would be used on other Warhol paintings of the period, such as his celebrity silkscreens of the 1960s.
The silkscreens themselves have become iconic pieces of pop art, with one in particular, small torn Campbell soup can, Pepper Pot, 1962, commanding a price of $11.8 million at auction in 2006.
In 2004, Campbell's themselves recognized Warhol's art by releasing in the eastern United States a limited edition series of cans that were inspired by the coloring and silkscreen effects of Warhol's pieces.
This marked one of the few times in the company's history that they would change the trade dress for their main canned soup line in any substantial manner.
In 2012, the Warhol-inspired cans returned to shelves in an exclusive retail partnership with Target. Many canned soups, including Campbell's, condensed and chunky varieties, contain relatively high quantities of sodium and thus are not desirable for those on low-sodium diets.
However, Campbell's Chunky Healthy Request and other soups, as well as their V8 and tomato juices, are claimed by Campbell's to contain reduced sodium levels.
In fall 2007, Campbell's was awarded a Certificate of Excellence for their efforts in lowering sodium levels from Blood Pressure Canada. By autumn 2009, Campbell's claimed it had lowered the sodium content in 50% of its soups range.
In March 2010, this claim was challenged.
ABC News reported that the low-sodium variety of Campbell's soup in fact contains the same amount of sodium as the regular variety, and that Campbell's Healthy Request soup contains more fat than the regular variety. In December 2009, Consumer Reports found that major canned food companies including Campbell's soup and tin products, which had decimal ppA levels over 100 ppb in some cases. The testing revealed that just one serving of canned food would exceed an expert's recommendation for daily exposure, 0.2 micrograms per kilograms body weight per day. In July 2011, citing sinking sales and a combination of consumer views and choices, and having found no connection between sodium consumption and negative health outcomes, they increased the salt contents again. Throughout 2012, Campbell's contributed $500,000 to a $46 million political campaign known as the Coalition Against the Costly Food Labeling Proposition, sponsored by farmers and food producers. This organization was set up to oppose a citizens' initiative known as Proposition 37, demanding mandatory labeling of foods containing genetically modified ingredients. In January 2016, they decided to support mandatory labeling and announced they would label their products that contain GMO additives. Campbell's owns numerous brands that it markets worldwide.
Among these are
the company's flagship brand, the Campbell's name, is used to market soups, sauces, and canned meals.
product lines under the Campbell's brand include
A Danish baked goods company founded in 1933. It was acquired by Campbell in 2013.
It currently produces various varieties of cookies, usually in distinctive round metal tins.
These brands include an American baked goods company founded in 1937. It was acquired by Campbell in 1961.
The Pepperidge Farm brand is used by Campbell's to market.
Whoa!
An American salsa company founded in 1947. It was acquired by Campbell in 1995.
The Paste brand is used by Campbell's to market salsas and picante sauce.
On June 22, 2010, Campbell's SpaghettiOs and Meatballs product was recalled after a Texas firm found possible traces of underprocessed meat in the product. That's all today. Thank you for watching, and this is the last episode of Season 1.
Season 2 will be announced on beginning of December 2021, but don't worry, compilations will still continue until the end of 2020, and the Tom and Ben News Wikipedia News Edition audio version will be announced until 20th of October.
Before we go, compilations will return to making until June 2021.
In the meanwhile, please subscribe and leave the comments, like, and turn on the post notification so you can see the latest updates.
Goodbye. I'll see you in Season 2.